All right, topic number 4 is the interior angles of a triangle. The fact that they always will add up to 180 degrees. And it gets tossed around on the exam a few times usually. And it could be a very simple picture like this, even. If this was 60 degrees and this angle here was 100 degrees, you might want to find out some information about another angle in the picture. So in this particular case, so far we've got 160 degrees. The last angle would have to be 180, take away the 160. So the missing angle would be worth 20 degrees. And then once it's done, sometimes they'll ask you questions about what type of triangle it is. Here's a triangle that has all three angles different. So it's a scalene triangle. And also, one of the angles is more than 180 degrees, so you refer to this as an obtuse triangle also. All right, here's another question involving triangles. There's no picture for it, so we have to provide a picture. They're telling us that RS and ST are the same length. So if I'm drawing this picture accurately, I want to set it up so that RS and ST look the same. So that'd be a decent way to begin the picture. They're telling me that angle RST is worth 46. So RST is 46. That'd be the vertex angle. So if the vertex angle is worth 46, they want to know the measurement of STR. They want to find out the measurement of this angle down here. So to do that, I'm going to have to rely on the fact that the three angles inside a triangle add up to 180. And in this particular case, since these two sides are the same, it's an isosceles triangle, so the two base angles have to be the same. I don't know what either one is worth, so I'll call it x. And if one is x, the other would have to be x. So altogether, my simple equation would be x plus the 46 would have to equal 180. So 2x plus 46 is 180. Subtracting 46 from both sides gives me 134. And dividing 134 in half gives me 67 degrees. And I can check that by plugging back in 67 plus 67 plus 46 does equal 180. Okay, next picture. Alright, this is one that is also about the angles inside a triangle. They're giving me three expressions for each angle. I could draw a picture of it, or I could head right to setting up my equation. All three expressions, or all three angles, have to sum to 180 degrees. And if I'm combining like terms here, 7, 8, 9, I got 9 x's. Negative 5 or positive 5 and negative 15 is negative 10. Negative 10 plus 10 is 0. So the constant terms drop out there. Divide by 9. I get x is 20, and it's a start in the right direction of figuring out the answer. Once I know that x is 20, I can take it back to the very beginning to plug into each of these expressions. So if x is 20, 3x plus 5 would be 60 plus 5, or 65 degrees. If x is 20, then 4x minus 15 would be worth 80 minus 15, or 65. And then finally, angle F would be worth 2 times 20 is 40, plus 10 is 50. Now they're asking me some other questions about the result. So it says, which statement would have to be true? Well, D and F aren't the same. E and F are not the same. So it's down to choice 1 or 2. So now it probably makes sense to draw a picture of it and try to draw it as accurately as possible. You've got a small angle of 50 degrees at the very top, and that would have to be my F. And these two angles are my base angles of each 65 degrees for my D and my E. So that makes it an isosceles triangle because two angles are the same. So that must mean that the blue sides, the legs of the triangle, have to be the same. So FE and EF are the same, or DF is the same thing as EF. Again, this last one, I'm given the question in words. In triangle ABC, angle A is half as big as angle B. So angle A is half as big as angle B. So if that's true, then angle B must be my x, if I'm setting it up that way. Angle C is 30 less than B. Angle C is going to be 30 less than B, x minus 30, not 30 take away x. Combine these three together to get my equation. 1/2 x plus x minus 30 must add up to 180 degrees. If I combine the x's, 1/2 of an x and 2 more x's gives me 2.5 x's minus the 30 equals 180. Adding 30 to both sides gives me 210. And dividing by 2.5 would give me my x. So 210 divided by 2.5 is 84. So with all this work right here, I found out that x is worth 84. Now I'm going to have to plug that back in to find out how big each angle is. Half of 84 would be worth 42. This one is worth 84. And this one would be worth 84 minus 30, or 54. To classify the triangle, none of the angles are the same. So the triangle is a scalene triangle, and all the angles are less than 90 degrees, so it's also an acute triangle. And that's how it is.